Welcome back to the channel, everyone. This is day 3 of the push to top 100, and we are officially at 1,000 subscribers. So the support has been absolutely incredible. I don't really know what to say. Thank you so much for all of that. So yeah, haven't done any attacks, haven't taken anything. Still using my Root Rider army right here. Now I'm using the Giant after yesterday. So let's dive into the attacks. I'm going to explain all my thought processes and hopefully we'll get some good triples. Let's get into it. Alright, first base right here. I've hit this base many times, and usually it's a lot easier to end on the rage compartment because I can just overgrowth it once it goes off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to enter from this side here, RC charge a lot of these defenses, and then enter into the monolith compartment. Or actually, no, I'm gonna do this side and then enter on the side, because I think this will be less trapped, hopefully. Alright, keeping up with my invises here. I think my Fox is gonna die, but that's right. As long as my RC stays up. Now we're just gonna cycle to the double invis cycle. That completely works. And since the funnel's made here, I'm just gonna pick up my my RC right there. And my king's walking down this way, so I'm gonna put an ice golem to hopefully tank for him a little bit for the monolith. Ideally, he doesn't get targeted right away. Doesn't look like that's happening, so I'm gonna freeze that. And then I'm gonna use the king ability right away to just push my troops into the middle of the base, and I'm gonna use my warden ability here as well. Alright, nice. And gonna use my RC ability as I enter into the core here. And I'll probably, so right there the rage tower went off, so I'm gonna overgrowth that. Gonna clean up the top side a little bit with my super barbs. So far so good. Gonna start with some of the cleanup on the bottom side here just to speed things up. I'll take that. Oh, never mind, guess not. Yeah, this is looking really good so far. And then I'm just gonna use the super barbs there. Hopefully that will push my queen into the inside. I'm gonna invis this here. Yeah, this looks like a nice triple to start off. Pretty popular base. So I hope you guys kind of see how I approach this one. Yeah, let's get into the next attack right after this. Alright, next base. This one. Yesterday I hit this base and I didn't do super well into this one, but I got some tips from my friend about how to hit it. Apparently the way to approach this is to charge the town hall. So gonna get started with that. It's a little bit risky because there's so many heroes here. So what I'm gonna do, since we have 5 invises, is just to play it safe. I don't need to use all of my invises to take the town hall, so I might as well just okay, I'm actually gonna pick her up right there. What I was gonna say is, like, because you don't need to use all the invises, there's no reason to try and be greedy and then have mistakes happen. So, like, you know, for example, having your RC die, that is just not a trade-off that's worth it. So gonna place everything down here. King is going inside, so I'm actually just gonna open all of that and funnel all my troops into this core area with the 2 fire spitters. And then probably when my roots enter into the damage area of the scatters, then I'll use my warden ability. It's pretty important to be patient with your warden. There's really like no reason to use it too early because you just want to have like this is pre-update as like before the Eternal Tome update. I don't know when it's gonna come out, but as of now, it's just important to use your Warden ability when the troops start to split up, and hopefully that will keep them alive as long as possible. And I think, well, obviously this approach is much, much, much better than the last one I did. What I'm going to do is I'm going to overgrowth this as soon as the Invis Tower gets activated. Just like that. And then I'll use the rest of my spells to kind of clean up the backside, probably. I'll use the 2 super barbs and then my headhunter. Yeah, it's looking good so far. 2 triples to start off the day. Very, very nice. Hopefully we're able to keep this consistency up throughout the season. And ultimately for this season, it kind of just matters how people adapt after the Warden equipment changes. I've heard that that's coming out post CWL. So when those changes happen, be prepared to adapt. And I think drag players will have a hard time with that. Alright, next base. This type of base is tough if, to be honest, only if you have less invises, or if you don't have a rocket spear. But I have both. So, gonna enter from this bottom side. It's pretty easy to take the funnel down here. I don't know. I haven't really thought too much about the way to approach this. It's a fairly symmetrical base, so it doesn't matter too much the direction you're entering from. But I chose this side because it just seemed fairly simple for me to charge. And also, usually the monolith side is like super trapped, just because the monolith is like a really high value defense. So people usually try and trap that. And I'm skipping that archer tower there to pick up the poison tower. I think that's better value for me. And I'm gonna use 1 ice golem on that side and just push my king into the middle right there. Gonna use some super barbs and then just use the rest of my roots here. And it's pretty important to just put your troop launcher on the outside of the base. Because it has infinite range, there's absolutely no reason to put it somewhere where it could be hit by mortars or by like anything else, to be honest. I'm using the rocket spear here, so my RC targets the town hall. Good to get that out of the way really early. And then I'm probably going to overgrowth this fire spitter compartment. Yeah, let's do that right now because my RC is splitting off. So good to keep her alive. Gonna funnel this top side so my queen stays on the inside. Looking good so far. Still my queen ability. RC still alive. Looking pretty good here. Gonna use the freeze to probably keep my RC alive here. When the overgrowth reactivates, I'll use it. Oh, I missed a big cannon. Alright, it's not the end of the world. Yeah, I'm coughing a lot today. So if you hear any at any point in the video, if I suddenly cut the audio, it's probably just because I was coughing. So yeah. Actually, this is a little bit closer than I would like, but I think it's still a triple. I still have the giant alive, still have my mirror clones, and my queen can reach the clan castle from the outside, so that shouldn't be like a time issue there. Gonna start with my headhunter early just to clean up. But yeah, looks like another nice triple. This is a little bit closer than I would have liked. Probably, I wasn't watching super carefully in the middle there, but if I had to guess, probably the reason it was a little bit closer was just because my RC split off. But yeah, looks... Ooh, actually, it's very, very close. Very close on time. Next base. Oh my god, it's this one again. I really don't understand why people use this base. This is probably one of the easiest bases in the game. I get, I mean, I get it. Like, if you mess up, then it could be kind of hard. But as long as you're using the log launcher on this approach, it's just like the easiest base ever to triple. And I think probably it's also more difficult for dragon attackers. That might be it. Okay, I probably could have picked up the Invis Tower there. That was a bit of a misplay, but I'm just going to show you how I usually hit this, because my RC doesn't typically walk that way. So, just going to put everything down here, using the log launcher to activate the Invis Tower early. King, Queen going... Actually, my King's not going in. Oh, I forgot my Warden. But yeah, holding off on my Warden ability here. I'm going to use my King ability to kind of funnel stuff in, and then there we go. Using the Warden ability when everything's... when a lot of big damage is happening. I'm going to use my Queen ability so it spawns the thing early. And then overgrowthing this back end fire spitter so the... so it doesn't hit my troops while they're on the inside. And I'm going to use my RC ability in the middle of the base. I've been asked when is like the time to use the RC ability, and I think it just depends. Usually what I'll try and do is to use it kind of during the when she's in the middle, so she doesn't walk too far ahead and die. And then so the root riders will walk forward, maybe your king will walk forward, and then your RC will stay behind and kind of snipe out all the defenses. So another nice triple. I'm really, really liking this army right now. I think it's probably one of the strongest, if not the strongest, and most consistent army in the game. Next hit, this one. I've never seen this base before. Honestly, it looks pretty tough to funnel. I might copy this base later and just take a look at how it's structured. But immediately I can see that there's like 2 rings that are kind of being established here, and I don't want to enter into the fire spitters. So what I'm going to do is just going to start my RC on the bottom here. And hopefully I can push her kind of into the base a little bit. So depending on which way she decides to go, I'm going to use an invis to redirect her. Or actually, right now it looks like she's going to path to this cannon and then just straight into the Inferno. I don't even need to redirect her at all. And that's the beauty of having the extra invis and then also having the rocket spears. You have a lot of damage. Your funneling potential with this is just incredible. You can pretty much be very, very ambitious with your initial funnel, and it will probably end up fine. So gonna pick up my RC there to keep my Fox alive. Starting off with the heroes here to funnel inside. Gonna switch back to my troop thrower and just get everything in here. It's looking good so far. Funneling everything into this compartment, and then I'm probably gonna use Rage spell early just to keep all my troops alive here. Still being patient with my Warden ability, because right now it's only the Town Hall and the Monolith that's kind of dealing damage, and my troops are really, really staying together. So now, when my troops start to split up a little bit, I'm gonna use my ability, and then I'm gonna use my Rocket Spear in the middle, overgrowthing this side so that the poison tower doesn't regenerate, and then it's going to use a little bit to funnel on the outside here. Looking really, really good so far. I still have my Queen ability and a few super barbs, so when my King starts distracting this, I'm going to use the super barbs to sneak in and take out some of those outside buildings. Looks great. Nice. I still have my abilities. Oh, this is a little unfortunate. That's not getting taken out, but I'm going to use my use this here to take it out quickly. And yeah, I don't really need my queen ability, so I'm just gonna use it. Freeze this just to get it out of the way. And another nice triple. I think I'm getting the hang of this army a little bit more. I had a few fails early on, but definitely getting much better with it. Alright, this base here. This is a very popular base, and I think what makes it hard is that the fire spitters are here, so you want to enter into one of the fire spitters and away from one of the others. But also, the town hall is away, like there's the gap here, so your roots don't path into the town hall. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna funnel this top side right here, and then I'm gonna enter in from a slightly off angle that I don't think a lot of people would enter from. So just being patient with my invises here. Honestly, I'm getting a lot better at my commentary. Hopefully I don't jinx myself with this attack, but I think I've been able to multitask pretty well today. I have been hitting a lot of bases that I'm familiar with, so that might be part of it. But we'll see. We'll see. Okay, right now, funnel's established, so I'm just gonna pick her up there. And I'm gonna start my king and queen on the outside right here. Gonna funnel in my king there, and then starting off with my roots over here, everything in. I've started adding my warden really late into the attack because previously I've made some mistakes where I would add my warden really early, and then the sneezy would just get targeted by an air defense, and I would have to freeze it just to keep that alive. So that was pretty annoying, and I'm not going to make that mistake again. So here, as my troops enter into the middle, going to use my warden ability, using my queen ability here to keep everything alive. And then I'm going to overgrowth all of this up here so my troops all kind of go in the same direction. Since this is actually a lot of damage, I'm just going to rage that bottom compartment down there with the giant. Hopefully keep my queen alive, and I mean, this base is absolutely crushed. Jeez. Gonna invis my RC so she's not getting targeted. And this is definitely the approach that I want to be taking with this. I completely forgot about my RC ability here, but it just does not matter at all. Yeah. Damn, I'm doing pretty well today. Hopefully hopefully I'm able to keep this up throughout the season and get my top 100. Second to last attack here. Once again, this is a really popular base. I've attacked this quite a few times before. And I'm not going to lie, I think people just haven't adapted to the new RC charge meta. Because this base, I mean, this style of base here would be difficult to RC charge if I was using Hog Puppet. But with the Rocket Spear, I'm just able to get far more value here. Actually, I messed up and let my fox die. Originally, I was gonna try and actually no, I still can. Never mind. I was just gonna say that I was gonna try and kill the monolith here, get that out of the way. Definitely would not have been able to do this if I wasn't using the Rocket Spear variation, but I am. So that's quite good. Gonna try and push my king into this compartment right here, wall breaking that open. Then I'm gonna use that headhunter to get rid of the heroes. Reason I'm doing that, hopefully I can push my king inside. Actually, no, I'm just gonna use the ability here. Take out all of funnel that side a little bit. Take out some of those big defenses over there. And just being patient. My troops are getting a little bit stuck on the ice golems, but that's alright. And my queen is going in here, so probably gonna spawn the giant soon. And use my warden here, so that one balloon will tank a lot of the air mines. And it's looking quite good right now. Looking pretty solid. Gonna overgrowth this fire spitter on the back end. Queen still has ability, still my super barbs. Gonna funnel some of the stuff this direction. Yeah, I still have like all my roots up. This is quite good. Nice. And the Expo stops targeting my RC as well. Very, very nice. Okay. Just gonna use my super barbs here. Gonna rage up everything in this compartment, so it takes out that stuff quickly. Start with my cleanup a little bit. Oh no, that gets targeted. Whatever. Ooh, all my healers die. This would be a nice place to have the healer puppet, but I think it's still gonna be fine. Still my queen ability, still a free spell. Do I have any roots alive? Yeah, I do. Okay, I'm gonna try and keep my roots alive here so they can break through the walls and I don't have any time issues. The only concern, I guess, is the that one multi-inferno staying up. Oh, actually no. The root rider breaks in. All right, we're chilling. We're chilling on time. Looking very good. Hopefully I can break into the top 10 here for the thumbnail. I've noticed that having a low number is just really good for pulling views. All right, last base here. Pretty simple base. Same approach as the, I don't know, I hit a similar one earlier. I don't remember exactly which one it is, but I'm taking this top side here. Then I'm going to enter into the monolith with my root riders. Seems like this side was a little bit trapped against, but it's not a big deal. Hopefully my RC... Actually, I'm going to invis this so she walks down. So I can take this stuff down here. Ooh, a little bit too slow. It's all good. I think I can still take out the scatter. And if not, I'll deal a lot of damage to it anyways. I'm not going to be greedy. It's not worth it to... Oh, never mind. I still got it anyways. It's not worth it to make her go to ability there. Putting all my roots in this direction. And okay, the reason why I'm doing this is because a lot of these base styles are trying to defend roots entering from the side compartments. So you can see like this dead space right here. But when you enter in from this side, it's like not an issue. Gonna use my warden here. This is a little bit unfortunate. My RC is getting really stuck on the middle, or on the ice golems over there. But should be fine. Gonna overgrowth this right here to push my troops in the right direction. Use my RC ability here and rage that up. And I'm gonna use my queen ability as well. A lot of damage here, so freeze everything there. And this is looking like another triple. Okay. Very nice. Great 320. I'm definitely getting a lot better at this army. Probably, I still haven't like decided 100% yet, but I'm really leaning towards using this for the rest of the season. So you're in luck if you're using root riders. Gonna be making a lot of guides on this in the future. And hopefully my commentary gets better as well. I think this video I've maybe I haven't explained things as well as previous videos just because I'm doing live commentary, but you can kind of see how I'm approaching the bases a lot better. All right, very nice. So once again, I'm rank 8 in the world. Gonna show off 320 and double 320 yesterday. I was very lucky didn't get attacked on the last one. But yeah, rank 8. Thanks so much for 1,000 subscribers. Gonna be posting a lot more videos in the future. Please subscribe, like the video, comment. Catch you guys next time.